Yo, what it do? Oh my god. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. What up, TP? Yeah, no, that makes no sense. How did it just break all of that? I don't know. I know. Yeah, that's crazy. I know. But that's crazy. I know. It's insanity. How do I lower this? Loud and clear? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was just testing, and then I was just pretty much like playing around with the mic and the audio settings and stuff. As you know, I'm here streaming on my laptop, and oh my god, I'm gonna have to like one of these days like go to the computer spot and have them do a diagnosis and see what's going on with my computer, because I keep getting blue screened to death, and my PC is just taking damage, and I would have no other choice but to like use my laptop. I don't want to use my laptop, but it's it's something for now, and I need to figure out something quick. I need to figure out something quick. Or just save money and just get myself a new PC rig. Get myself some nice. Just want to get myself a PC that's just perfect. Have I? No, I haven't. Actually, no. I did try to. Wait, did I try to reformat, or was it defragment? I tried doing a couple of things, and even disabling the Wi-Fi adapter that comes built in. But there's a I don't know. Regardless, I think I'm just gonna get myself a new rig, because I think it's about time that I get an upgrade and just get myself a faster PC to be able to make the experience a lot better. And later on, I'll get myself a dual screen, so I'll get an even better setup. And one of these days I'll just you know what I mean. 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 For real, I've been wanting to do that for so long, but obviously I gotta save up. I gotta keep grinding DoorDash and Uber Eats if they can just give me some hours. But other than that, let me see. There was a rig I think I saw on, was it newegg.com? Let's see. They have some good deals sometimes. Well, you'd be surprised at what you can find. Gaming PC Finder, PC Upgrader. What is this? Oh, this is an AI. Smart PC upgrades with AI. Goodness gracious. Okay. Let's look at Shell Shocker. Oh, look at this. ABS Cyclone Aqua Gaming PC. Comes with Windows 11. Comes with an Intel Core i5 14400F with GeForce RTX 5060, DLSS4, AI-powered performance, 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM, 3200 megahertz, 1 terabyte solid-state drive. For about $1,000, and you can pay monthly, or paying like 4 interest-free payments of $250. I think maybe that's right. That's got to be like $250 every month until you pay it off. Yeah, I think it's best to just like build it, but new egg. You'd be surprised of what you can find in here. It looks like they do have an i7 version of this build. I think that's the only thing. It's just the processor. It's upgraded to an i7, and it costs $1,199. Which is not bad. I actually like how it looks like in the inside. It's very clean. Look at that. That looks sexy. Jeez, look at the unit on that. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I like that. See, that's not bad at all. How can I? I'll just bookmark it. I'll just bookmark it. See what else they got. Unit? What? Whatever. I be into computers, but at times I don't even know the right term for certain things. I'm here like, oh, look at that unit. Oh my God, look at that fan. Oh wait, no, that's not a unit. That's a heat sink, right? The thing that goes on top of the processor, it's usually the heat sink. Yeah, I don't know where everybody's at. Quite surprised. I know it doesn't usually take 15 minutes to get ready and get coffee, but it looks like there has been some delays. So and I did what EG was on earlier with you guys, but of course I was in and out, and I was at work. Ooh, a 2 terabyte. That would be good to actually put in there. Oh, this joint. This case is so badass. It's only $82.99. Look at this. Look at this case. Rotate right. Oh, what? No, I'm trying to do that. Look how sick that looks, dude. Wow. I think there's like a rounded edge. I might be wrong. Is that rounded? Yeah, it is rounded. Wow. It's definitely better than a sharp edge. That is badass. Fire. Look, yeah, for real. Look at that setup. Whoa. Yeah, either that or just A rounded unit. Yeah, I don't like sharp-edged units. I like it more rounded. You know, one of those sharp-edged units can poke somebody out. It's very dangerous. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what's up, but where the fuck is everybody else? I'm gonna give myself a like. There's Eric. Mama Nyip. Where is everybody at? Jeez. It's gonna be a short one. It's gonna be a short stream that turns into like a 2-hour stream. Let's see if I post this up and then maybe somebody can come in randomly and talk some caca. I don't know, maybe. Anyone still unsure about the RV needs to take a good look at this. Huh. Yes, currency manipulation can be considered a non-tariff trade barrier and involves a country deliberately altering its exchange rate, typically by devaluing its currency to make its exports cheaper and more competitive in international markets while making imports more expensive. This distorts trade by giving the manipulating country an unfair advantage, effectively acting as a barrier to free and fair trade without involving tariffs. For example, if a country artificially weakens its currency, its goods become cheaper for foreign buyers, undercutting competitors, while foreign goods become costlier for its domestic consumers, discouraging imports. This practice is often criticized in international trade agreements and organizations. I gotta save this post. Just cause. If you know, you know. Oh wait, what is... Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh my ass, oh, he's bleeding. Oh, no bueno. Damn, he took a big one in there. Ooh. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, that case, I don't know. I might as well just get this and then just make it simple. But then again, I really like this case, man. Yo, Eric, what's good with you, man? And yeah, whatever happened to Tan? Yeah, nobody's hit up Tan on the Discord. Come on, man. You could be sliding into to her DMs and finding out how she's doing. Where's she at? No, that bro needs I think that bro needs some anal surgery. He definitely got a lot of pipe in him, for sure. You know what I mean? 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 Ooh, Where is 10? Where is 10? Let's go ahead and tag it. Miss 10. Where's Miss 10? We are all looking and wondering where you may have gone. We all miss you. We're missing everyone in here. Absent All right, let's talk. Let's talk stocks, shall we?
And day trading, as I read Charlie Munger said, I haven't heard him
Actually,
say,
pause. Listen to this.
is idiotic. Day trading is idiotic.
This is this is indirectly towards me. Listen to this. Hopefully you guys can hear this.
Is idiotic. Day trading is idiotic. Unless you like to sit there all day long, it's idiotic.
Look at what stock he mentions.
You make pennies, and one time you have to go to the loo, or one time your mother calls and says, honey, where were you? Or one time your girlfriend says, who was that I saw you with? Or one time your boss says, why are you at your computer? You should be taking the load of lobster to Red Lobster restaurants. And you get away from the computer. One trade can wipe you out. It's just idiotic. People come here getting you excited about a trade. Oh, this one stock, WOLF. Hey, you got it, it worked. But it's bloody chapter 11. The fact that it worked is totally separate from the stupidity of buying a stock that's in chapter 11 for equity. It's idiotic. But these people want you emotional, moving, thinking, not thinking, get scared. I'm part of the crowd. William said this. Oh, William, teacher, William said this. Are you children? Not all of you. It's one jerk.
He's talking about me.
All right, what else is here? I already went through the
He
rest.
called me a jerk.
Not all of you. It's one jerk.
He's still mad at me.
All right, what else is here? I already.
So anyway, so when we listen, let's get something clear. Let's get something straight. Welcome back, Fishy. All right. We already knew that it was at risk of, going under chapter 11. Wolf was brought to us by Two Wheel Pursuits. And so why not, just take advantage of the play, cuz when things started to heat up and we saw the technicals, I mean, this was pretty much a swing trade. I mean, this was pretty much a bumpy dumpy. And we saw the gap fills too. which it did fill before. Mr. Quaker Oats over here, exactly, talking about me saying to buy this, me saying to buy that, get into this stock, blah 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 blah, and he wants to be calling me an idiot when 4 or 5 of his call outs of his stocks that he had recommended to people to buy failed him, apparently, allegedly, supposedly. But anyways, Wolf was nonetheless a swing trade. It's totally up to everybody in here to make the decision if they wanted to get in and take advantage of it. I never forced it upon anybody to do it. But, I'm not going to be like, get into Railtown because this is the only one and only opportunity you have to get in and get railed with a big train going into the tunnel. And look at me. Oh, Railtown. Railtown to the moon and up my ass. And constantly promoting it every single day, which seems like you're pumping the stock, allegedly. Why else would you recommend other people to let go of their other positions to get into this one particular stock? And what if somehow things don't go the way that you think it's gonna go? Oh, but if I say that it's gonna do a double top, oh, now all of a sudden I'm interfering with your play. Oh my God, I must be ruining the squeeze. Come on, get the fuck out of here, man. That's the reason why I went off of him. I told him, man, remove my mod. I don't need to be here. I mean, I don't need to be in his stream. Whatever. But you know what? Yeah, I got something for you. I got something for you. Where's Matt? Yo, where's Matt? I got something for William. He wants to go on and call me an idiot because I know he was talking about me. I got something for you right now. Get ready. And thanks to Matt for sharing the sharing the picture on Discord. Where'd it go? Oh, it's on downloads. Okay, get ready. Get ready. Where did it go? Shit. Damn it. I heard he. No, I'm still there. He just removed my mod. That was it. Let me see how this looks like here. Let me just take a look at this real quick. Cause it does look like it's totally overbought and it's losing strength, and it could just double top because Railtown's price back then around July, actually, as a matter of fact, it's been a year exactly where Railtown was once at the same price where it was before, or wait, now it's a lot higher. What, 62 cents? Went up as high as 69, almost 70 cents. Oh, he banned me? Yeah, I don't give a but it's kiss my ass. Kiss it good. Where the heck is that video? I was gonna show you the video right here. Are you guys ready for this? Where's Matt? Someone get Matt over here. Wait, let me tag him. Let me tag him. Cause I don't want him to miss this at all. Wait, what's his secret squirrel? Secret squirrel. And let me get Moistly in here too. And then afterwards, we can talk about some stocks and review and doing all that good stuff. My volume. Wait, is my volume working? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello?
It's overbought even on the weekly. Matt said he don't come. He don't want Billy to kick him too. Yeah, I know. Cause he can go he can go have some fun with some people and just time him out. Damn, it sucks. Cause I wanted to play this video. Should I play it here or should I just like send it on Discord and so all you guys can see it? Ooh, okay. Let me look at the 4 hour real quick. You see, even on the 4 hour chart, the 4 hour parabolic RSI, this thing it's finna looking to start coming back down. So if this double top does come to fruition, in my opinion, I think that's what's gonna happen. I mean, I'm sorry to say, it's not like I'm trying to kill the rail town squeeze. So like how he likes to mock me. All right, I'm gonna send it over there. I'll send it over here. Freaking hilarious! I didn't even know this was actually gonna work out. But holy sh! You know what? Here we go. I'm gonna think about just like that. Fuck out of here. Dude, that AI freaking scares the living crap out of me, man. How good that comes out. You know, I should have told it to just like kiss the tip of the eggplant, like passionately. Yeah, everybody put an eggplant in the chat. Eggplant in the chat, y'all. That's right, baby. Take the eggplant. Take that eggplant, bitch. That's how you like it. As a matter matter of fact, let me adjust this. I'm gonna adjust this right here, and I'll make it look like this. There you go. Maybe like that. I think that makes more sense if I just do this. There you go. Yes, sir. Eggplant in the chat. Eggplant in the chat. Eggplant in the chat. Eggplant in the chat. That's right. You take it in smooth. You take it essential. Take it in deep. Take it in up, down, side to side, left and right. Look at that. How big you can hold it tight. Oh my God. Yum yum yum. Lick. 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 Lum num yum. Chomp and lick and chomp and lick and bite and suck. Just like that. Yum. Eggplant in the chat. Eggplant in the chat. Not financial advice. Hey. All right, so I mean that's my technical analysis for Railtown. I don't really give two shits honestly, but all the best to them, and hope they make a lot of money and make wise decisions. Because there's no realistic numbers out there like 3,000 or 5,000. Let's move on. I know you guys have been talking about ACHR. Now, do you all That's what I do. I try to make the best of the situation and make it the funniest. I'm telling you, man, you deserved it. Yeah, I'll be out here disrespecting me and calling me an idiot and all this stuff. Day traders have feelings too. And if he doesn't like it, then oh well. You can go ahead and do this. Just like that. He can eat that. So do you guys remember when I was showing you Nah, he was irrelevant once Quaker Oats was irrelevant once Ham left. From what I heard, I don't know. Well, I don't know what the situation is, but ever since he left, he stopped having 200, 300 viewers on his stream, and yeah, cause I don't know, maybe he was being a crybaby or something. I don't know, but it is what it is. He needs to get laid. So I think it was I want to say it was last week when we were looking into Archer, and then we saw on the 4-hour chart we had created this pennant. I was like, I looked at the 4-hour and I'm like, So I just went ahead and did a trend line from the top here, back when Archer went to as high as 1444 back in May 16. And then the next touch point here, which was around June 11th when it went up to 1252. And then, well, almost touched here too. I mean, it's not accurate, so it's just a hypothetical technical analysis. Then you have $11 here, and then here was where it literally retested, bounced, bam, and bah, like that. And literally came to fruition. Like, literally, this was textbook bullish pennant. So my ass was like, okay, well, if I can get an example of a call option, it would be the $12 call for August 15, and it would have definitely played out in my favor. But no, I decided to get into SPY. Where did I put it in charting? Let me see. Yep, here it goes. There you go. It was July 11th, so 4 days ago. Said here, ACHR could very well be on the verge of another breakout, and especially out of this bullish pennant bull flag. There it goes. This was on the 24-hour chart. And you could literally see here that the Ichimoku oscillator, like clearly just on that verge of seeing momentum break out to the upside. I gotta put that back on my chart. I don't know if it actually helped you guys out in any way, but I'm always experimenting, and now I have this parabolic. Hold on, am I still drawing? What am I doing? Okay. I have this parabolic RSI. I don't know if this even helps. All I see is just swings. Oh yeah. Well, this looks good actually. And you know what? Maybe I should change this. I should change the color of that and make it. I want to make this red. Make that red, I guess. And make the other green. I guess that works. Okay, and make this yellow. Make it thick. I guess make this thick too. Or thicker. Oh, you know what? That works. That works. Okay. So what is this dot? Yoko Ono? Yeah, Yoko Ono. Me cojono con Yoko Ono. So this literally broke out of the downtrend. And now it's coming back up to retest the overbought levels on this parabolic RSI indicator. From who? Chart Prime. Shout out to Chart Prime for making awesome indicators. So with that being said, I mean, only thing I could think of is that this begins to move up a lot more and pretty much test those last highs at around $12 a share and maybe above, making these $12 calls for August 15 go into money. So that was definitely a good call out, a good play right there. I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest, but damn it, if I would have gotten in, Eric, but I didn't get in. Did you get in? Did you get in? Huh? But did you get in? No. I didn't get in. Fuck. Let's see. What about on the hourly? The hourly, surprisingly, the hourly looks like it's ready for another leg up. If indeed that's what's happening right now. And if I go to the overnight trading hours right now, perhaps, let's see. I'll tell you right now. Where's Archer? Archer is in the green. Okay. And on the hourly, Okay, so on the hourly, it's holding. It's holding. I need that MACD over here. Where's the MACD at? Drawings. Chart settings. No. Where do I go? Oh shoot. I completely. Wow, did it, I don't know what happened. Oh, duplicate? Okay, so duplicate this. And no. How do I do this? This is not what I'm okay, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Definitely I definitely agree with that. It's definitely a fundamental play. Look at this. So under ACHR, they talk about Joby yesterday. Joby gaining 33.9% in a month. Buy, sell, or hold the stock. Oh shoot. So 2 days ago, Chief Financial Officer Mark Mesler steps down. Said Friday that Chief Financial Officer Mark Mesler, who has been on medical leave since September, has stepped down from his role effective July 7th. Priya Gupta, who served as the company's CFO and acting principal financial officer during Mesler's leave, will continue to serve in her same capacity, according to a regulatory filing. Okay. Not much said about that. I wonder. Hello. July 2nd, the last big news to ACHR was this on July 2nd when Arch Aviation completed eVTOL aircraft test flights in Dubai. No, not Dubai, Abu Dhabi. So that day it had completed an initial flight of its midnight electric vertical takeoff and landing at Abu Dhabi's Al Bateen Executive Airport. And the company said that after the test flight, it will expand its flight testing program for the aircraft in the region and gather more data for its certification and commercialization in the United Arab Emirates and other key markets. The company's shares were up 2% in recent pre-market activity on that day, beginning of the month of July. I got you, Eric. I got you. Because nobody's gonna be able to talk about anything else. Because you got somebody else talking about the same thing almost every day now. And I don't know why they do this. I don't know why. When you are missing out on a lot of gems. Yes. And that's what I'm talking about right now. These people be stuck in one play every day, and I don't get it. When there's so many plays out there, you could be making money. You could be making tons. Getting some honey. Like ACHR. Let's see what else was up today. Let's see what else is up today. But I like that. I mean, if it can continue to consolidate, and especially here when you see on the 30-minute chart, hopefully nothing changes on the overnight trading session. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There's a nice little hour candle pop for Archer. It's up almost 1%. Very nice. Very nice. I like that. I'm very optimistic about that. So in that case, the 30-minute chart holds up over the 9 EMA, and the 9 EMA bounces off the 20 EMA and goes for the next leg up, and forget about it. You probably will see this hit $12 later on down the road. It can't be right away, but you never know. You never know. Sometimes archers' moves can be very swingish, as you've seen in the past. So you can see here on the hourly chart how many swings Archer has had in the past couple of months. You know? Look at that. Swing up, swing down, swing up, swing down, swing up, swing down, swing up, and up. You know? I just do what I do. I don't need to copy anybody else. I don't need to copy anybody's style, because I got my own style. I got my own style. I got my own style. I love you. I love you. I love you for sticking with me. And I just like to have fun. I just like to have fun. It doesn't really have to be too deep into, like, I just be myself. I just want to be myself, love me or hate me. I don't care, man. Just hit that like button. Nah. But it's cool because I just like to get to learn, and if there's something that I can't see, that others see, you guys point it out to me, and we all review it, we all go over, and we analyze it together. This is not just me doing this. This is all of us together doing this. We're all brainstorming. We're all coming up with our own hypothetical TA and analysis, and seeing where we all think that stocks will go up or down. I mean, and whatever we come up with, based on your decisions, if you want to go for that play, go for it. As long as you're making something out of it, as long as you're taking that, you're securing that bag, and you're running away from it, making sure that they don't get a single penny back from it. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. And I'm actually a little bit upset. No, I mean, I'm over it now, but I was so upset earlier today at work. And it was literally 2 minutes away from market close. I had SPY puts ODTE $623 puts that expired today. And I kid you not, this was the second time that I'm gonna call you out. Weeble, you done this to me twice. Before, you did this to me, and you closed my positions 10 minutes before market close without my permission. And today, you closed my puts 2 minutes before market close. And I could have made out with a lot more. And I think that is shady as fuck. Excuse my language. But that is messed up. You're going to make me do something that I don't want to do. Because I've been riding with Weeble ever since I started trading. And my friend got me into trading February 2021. That's why I knew about Weeble. And he got me into that. Eric, much love from within all parts of my heart. back to you. And you said analyst. I just caught that right now. Yo, where's Moisley or Goop or gonorrhea? Because he would have definitely liked this comment too. But shout out to you and thank you for your support and the love, and just this wouldn't be possible with if it wasn't for you and everybody else that decided to support me and go on this little journey, and all learning together and calling out plays together and just having fun at the same time. So man, thank you for real. Hopefully that will go into a new computer since I was looking at computer rigs, and hoping that I can be able to deliver a better experience and not worry about getting blue screens of death, because I do want to be able to upgrade. And man, I know that one of these days I'm gonna be able to do the streaming on the daytime and then just hang out with everybody, hang out with you, and just look at the action. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk mad sheesh. And on top of that, I will be able to continue making music, because I can't make any music now because of that problem. I've had a couple of tracks that was ready to be uploaded, and that was ready to be uploaded on YouTube. Yours as well, man. I mean, your charts are immaculate. The same thing. I could say the same thing with Gary. Gary's charting too. Gary's charting has been pretty great, and he was able to call out a couple of things. Let's see, where are you at? Because I know you posted something recently too. Oh, even Matt here posting. Where the frick? Didn't you post something recently, or was it on crypto chat maybe? Yeah, here we go. It was on crypto chat. This was on H bar. This was H bar. Dude, this is the 1348. Oh, say word. And then you got some fair value gaps, or these order blocks. And supply and demand. No, supply and support and resistance. Initial stop loss. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Damn. This was what chart? Oh, that's the 5 minute. Okay. Chris was also showing some charts here, especially this monthly here on Ethereum. And what's crazy is that he showed a breakout here. Not to be as accurate, but this breakout on the monthly chart, And what happened later, earlier, here on the 5-minute chart, this was around 7 p.m. Eastern time, and Ethereum made a huge pop from about maybe 3,070 all the way to as high as 3,140. So I found out, I was like, what? So it's like, if that's the case, I mean, why not just go into Ethereum and start building from there instead of, you know, going into Bitcoin or whatever. Because Bitcoin is it's been ranging, honestly, ever since it hit the new all-time high of 123,231 $7. Then it just came crashing down here, coming back down to 117,000. But Ethereum, look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. This is a big deal. Let's see. Let me go to Bitcoin right now. Let's see. Wait, why does this look bigger? Oh, there you go. I was wondering why it looked different. Wait a minute. Whoa. Wow, look at this. I think Ethereum has been more consistent in its moves. 'Cause look, all right, you had Bitcoin reach its new all-time high, and then you had Ethereum come up afterwards. Then Bitcoin sells off, and then Ethereum afterwards. Then it consolidates. Then you have the next dip here on both Ethereum and Bitcoin. But then look at Ethereum afterwards, as Bitcoin starts trading sideways. Look at this. There goes there goes both Ethereum and Bitcoin going up. But even after this pullback, Ethereum just jumps even higher. But Bitcoin somehow stays within this range, and Ethereum pushes higher. That is insane. Look at that. Talk about a George Washington there. So let me look at a higher time frame. Let's see. Let's go to the hourly. How's the hourly look like? Ooh. Whoa, okay. Yeah, because all the alternative coins, the meme coins, they all came from Ethereum. Honestly, right? That's where they came from. Not financial advice. Yes, exactly. Exactamundo. And it's been a minute, but yeah, if that's the case, and you know what? As a matter of fact, I did see a notification on Shiba Inu climbing. So let me go take a look at that. Let's see what's up right now. Yeah, look, You got Bonk. Bonk is actually, whoa, okay. Bonk on the hourly. Yeah. It's on a climb right now. If we measure this, wow, look at this. So in the past 6 days, it's been up around 60%. Ethereum here since July 7th has been up almost 25% in 8 days. Let me see what else. Kishu Inu. Kishu Inu, man, that's a. I have no idea how this coin still exists. You have Super Verse. Remember this coin? And Superverse. Oh my god, look at this. This has been, again, this is the hourly. This has been on its hair since it was at 57 cents. And now at 87 cents, up over 50%. The Phantom. Look at this chart on the hourly. Talk about a George W. Looks like a descending channel there. If I go like this, maybe. Looks like a wedgie. I don't know, maybe. You stacked up on AVAX. Let me see. How's AVAX doing? Oh shoot! It's just exactly like Ethereum. Look at that. Remember, this is on the hourly. Is it the same for Bitcoin? Let me see. Let me check out Bitcoin. So it's just the fact that I mean, it is pulling back the same way, but it's more predominant. Like it's following more Ethereum, honestly. See? You in Beluga? Oh, you're a Beluga and an AVAX. Sheesh. You Beluga whale. Let me see. AVAX on the larger time frames. Is it actually bottoming for you, or what do you think? This is the daily chart for AVAX. It looks like it's tested this support. This is around $15. We got many touch points here. We got a lot of support resistance touches here at 15. Here, and then a bounce. And then we have another, supposedly, if we add another line here, that's supposed to be, oh yeah, look at that. That makes sense. Like it had a couple of bounces off here, support and resistance. So this is support, breakdown support, became resistance at 58, $60 maybe. Here's one test, two tests, three tests. This was December of last year. This was March, middle of March. This was December, end of December of 2 years ago. May of 2022, January, end of January 2022, October of 2021. So if it tested that supposed support range or level, what do you want to call it, then it should be going back up, in my opinion. And on top of that, I mean, you do have supposedly that 9 EMA crossover the 20 EMA, which is a bullish crossover. So in theory, it's supposed to be moving back up, but again, things could change. You never know. You never know what the situation of the market is going to be. So that's why always do your own research and always follow the trends. Make sure what's going on here is legit. I should say. I mean, even the weekly chart, God, it has a nice double bottom here, in my opinion. I know you could definitely see this. Very nice double bottom there. I like this. The setup is pretty cool. And as a matter of fact, the RSI has still not hit that neutral, that that midline on the RSI at the 50 level. So it's not even overbought yet. It still has room to move up and to reach these overbought levels. And the last time it hit that overbought level at 70 was when it went as high as $56 back in December 9th of 2024. Double night, guys. Double ass cheeks, exactly. And look at this. There goes that the 9 EMA, 20 EMA, and the bounce. So in theory, if this continues pushing up, you have $24 in the horizon, and this would have to be the situation. So the next weekly candle has to push up to 24, and the 9 EMA has to cross over the 20 EMA in order for that to give you that signal. In theory, like you see how it did over here back in November of last year, and you got something similar. There was like a bounce, and then a bounce. And then you have a signal right there, boom, and then voila, this thing went up from a low of 22.33 to as high as 55.86. As a matter of fact, 55.86. So it's just rain. It's double nalgas right there, double ass cheeks, for real. But the last thing you want is for this to the last thing you want is just like it did here. What is it doing? Okay. So yeah, just like it did here, where it actually rejected the 20 EMA back in mid-May, and then started coming back down with the 9 EMA. That's not what you want to happen if you're thinking bullish. You want it to cross over, and then you want this to reach 24 and break out. In my opinion, non-financial adviso. Giso. Let's look at the monthly. What does the monthly look like? Well, that's a big monthly candle. It's a bullish. That is a nice body, full-bodied bullish candle on the monthly. So I mean, That's a given. That is a given. You know what I'm saying? That is a freaking given. Like, you can't tell me anything else. Like, holy moly, guacamole. Wait, can I actually adjust this or what? So in theory, let's see. What do we have here? Or should we connect it from here? Maybe we should probably connect it from there. So if everything goes well, we need this to pull over. If it breaks over 24, then 30 next, within the next couple of months, who knows? You need this touch point right there. Dun, 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 dun. I gotta save this. Avalanche. Oh, what else is popping, man? Dun. Oh shoot, that is loud. Wow. Look at Bitcoin on the monthly. Jeez. Yeah, no kidding, to the moon, but it's overbought. Look at this. Is that a triple top on the RSI? To the moon. Mama huevo. Mama huevo. Mama huevo. Mama huevo. Ooh, it looks a little bearish. So probably like a short-term bearish. Green candlestick. Boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Speaking of AMC and GME, just quickly check. Oh. Whoa, what is this? That is a random ass. What is going on here? Finger looking good. Oh, it's only up at 1.92%, so it's shenanigans. GME was definitely trying. GME was trying its best to try to break over 2360 and beyond. But yeah, the market got the best out of it, and I really thought that maybe, but no, I guess not yet. Not yet. To the moon. Let me take a look at Jamie on this chart. Dude, Eric, like, on a side note, can we quickly talk about EXK? And at the same time, precious metals, freaking silver hitting, what, $39 that day? Dude, EXK, Endeavor Silver, Jesus Christ. The amount of times that we've talked about this stock, and the fact that we've been talking about this, Would have been the best long-term trade ever, for sure. And it reached a 52-week high of $6.04 as of yesterday, Monday. Actually, Monday, 6:04. Let's take a look at the weekly. The weekly, that just looks so, oh my god, like I can't even explain this, man. I cannot even explain, because this was it. This was definitely the trade. Just to recall that real quick. Just to recall, the first time talking about EXK was back in July of last year. Oh yeah, look. So it's been almost exactly a year since then. Wait a minute. $4? No, it has to be more before than that. I mean, before that. 463. Nah, what? Wait, are we wait, hold on. No, hold on. I gotta find out. Endeavor Silver. Oh shoot. No wonder EXK is popping. I tagged you on this. Oh yeah, look. This thing was rising up, and it was at 3:30 here. What was this? September 12th of last year. $3.92. Then broke $4. September 24th. Damn, man. Damn. That was amazing. Oh, there goes Zelly. Oh my god. It's kind of good morning for me, because it's already midnight. Isn't that cute? Real cute. I might need some wine myself. Sheesh. Oh, my back hurts. Let's see. EXK. Let me look at it. I mean, it's gonna move with silver, regardless. But damn, I mean, shoot. Is that a pennant? Hold on. Oh, bro. Oh, this was it. Oh yeah, this was definitely it. Look at that monthly. That monthly actually made it. It made a pennant itself. A bullish pennant, and it actually broke out. These last 2 months, and how it nicely just bounced off. You had the 9 bouncing with the 20 EMA in succession, and then this thing just literally breaking out. That is nice. And the last high here on the monthly, 776 back in June 1st of 2021. Damn. What about before that? Look at that. Back in September of 2011, that month saw a high of $13.10. Who knows if EXK could have potential of reaching that as high as that. I think it definitely has potential, especially as we talked about silver before, and the potential for silver to even go higher. Hello. Isn't it obvious? Duh. So still a very nice long position, in my opinion, not financial advice. And as of 10 hours ago, EXK is maintained at a neutral rating by CIBC. Guess what? Price target has been raised to $10 a share from $7.25 by CIBC. So they're seeing this go up to $10 a share. Wow. Wow. 4 days ago, Endeavor Silver's AGEQ production increases 17% year over year in the second quarter. 4 days ago, you had Endeavor Silver to raise $60 million in share offering. Let me see. Oh, after markets closed on Thursday, said it signed a sales agreement with agents to sell up to $60 million in common shares. Proceeds, along with current cash resources, will be used to fund operations, to assess potential development stage mineral properties for acquisition, and to fund any potential acquisitions, to continue exploration at its existing properties, and to fund working capital needs. Oh, but this is on the Toronto exchange. EXK, well, huh? Endeavor Silver Corp. Their ticker symbol is EDR. Oh shoot! Does it? I guess it still applies, but on the Toronto Stock Exchange, they have it at 743 Canadian, I think. I think it was Plains All American. Was it PAA? Was it PAA? I think it was PAA. Tungsten. Where is it? No. No way. I'm trying to figure it out, but I just, bro, look at MP Materials reaching a new all-time high of 62.87. Oh my god. MP Materials is booming. Holy Look at the weekly. Oh, that is massive. I didn't even take a notice in that, but wow. Let me see. Tungsten. All right, let me just double check with it was I'll tell you right now. Tungsten. What was it? Oh my God, what was it? Oh, you know what? Let me just jump to the conversation. Hold on. What was it? Oh, was it here? Which stock is involved in the mining of tungsten? Oh my God, like what was it? Bro. Unable to display the image? What happened? What? Oh shoot. Oh, it gave me an error. Bastards. PPTA. It was PPTA, right? Perpetual Resources. There you go. We found it. It was PPTA. Pipiteta. It was Pipiteta. God, don't you just love receipts? And look at how Pee titty. And look. Hold on. PPTA. Guess when you mentioned this? February. You mentioned this back in February. Literally, it was just like after the inauguration and all that, and the executive orders and all this other. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, mining in Argentina growth. I had posted a ChatGPT conversation in that. Yeah, so February 10th, Eric here posting on tungsten, which is a critical mineral used in various industries, including construction, metalworking, mining, and oil and gas drilling. Historically, the United States has had a significant tungsten deposits, particularly in Idaho's Stibnite mining district, which has a major source during World War II. However, domestic production has declined since the 1980s, and the U.S. now relies heavily on imports for its tungsten needs. As of recent data, there are no major U.S. mining companies actively producing tungsten. The U.S. Geological Survey reports that approximately 100 U.S. sites contain significant tungsten deposits, but these are not currently being mined. In summary, while the U.S. has substantial tungsten deposits, there are currently no major mining companies extracting tungsten domestically. What if What if there's an update? What if there is an update? Not financial advice. But did you get in? Look at this, bro. February February 10. You're talking about when this was. Look at that. The week of February 10th, when you posted that article, and it was coming down from $10 and ended up bottoming out here at 873 before uptrending back again and also beating earnings. There was no revenue, but earnings per share was beat. This thing went back up from 873 all the way to as high as $17.85. And it's closed its price at $14.84. And it's bouncing back up currently, holding a resistance at $15 a share. But you know what? ChatGPT. I'll show you right now. Let me just change this around here because I am curious. As of July 15, 2025, are there any major U.S. mining companies actively producing tungsten? And then I just changed it up. So as of July 15, 2025, are there any major U.S. mining companies actively producing tungsten? The U.S. Geological Survey reports that approximately 100 U.S. sites contain significant tungsten deposits. I'm going to put small. Change producing to mining. Yes. Thank you, Eric. Okay, it's perfect. Damn, still? Huh. Oh, hold on. Okay, so as of July 15, 2025, no U.S. mine is currently producing tungsten commercially. The last U.S. commercial tungsten mine closed in 2015. Interesting. However, several active development and exploration projects are underway at known deposits, USGS sites, 100 U.S. sites. So number one is American Tungsten Corp, IMA mine in Idaho, a Canadian-listed junior miner, formerly Demesne Resources, is actively exploring and preparing the past producing IMA mine in eastern Idaho. June 2025 updates, site prep, technical reports, and private funding are in progress, aiming for potential production by spring 2026. I can't talk. What the hell? Then at number 2, you have Guardian Metal Resources, Pilot Mountain, Nevada. Exploring the Pilot Mountain Tungsten Copper Skarn project, touted as possibly the largest undeveloped tungsten prospect in the U.S. High-grade drill results reported. Permits, water rights, and financing are underway. Number 3, Allied Critical Metals via Deep Rock Minerals, finalizing a merger and has signed an offtake agreement with Global Tungsten and Powders, which is a U.S. processor, to deliver tungsten concentrate. Number 4, Stibnite Mining District, which is what was mentioned in that article that you had posted before. Thank you, Zelly. Much love to you. So, historic producer of tungsten and antimony during World War II, currently under re-exploration by a private firm, though no active mining yet. So in broader context, the Defense Logistics Agency is building additional domestic stockpiles, eyeing up to 2,040 tons of tungsten concentrate for final year 2025, FY 2025. And U.S. policy, tariffs, and defense mandates is strongly encouraging domestic production to reduce dependence on Chinese supply. Okay. Nerds. Bunch of nerds. Look at us nerds.
Let me just go ahead and fix my glasses while I read all of this information. And according to my calculations, I'm such a nerd.
So here's the summary table. You have the first project, which is American Tungsten Corp. IMA Mine. The status as of July 15, exploration and site prep aiming for production. Location, Idaho. Notes, possible spring 2026 startup. Second, Guardian Metal Resources, Pilot Mountain. The status, advanced drilling and permitting stage. Location, Nevada. The notes, largest undeveloped prospect. Third one, Allied Critical Metals via Deep Rock. The status, offtake agreement signed, RTO underway. Location is not announced. The notes, partnered with U.S. processor and Stibnite Mining District. Status, exploration, no production. Location in Idaho. And notes, historic producer since the 1940s to the 1950s. Which stocks in the market are involved in tungsten? Huh? So it says here, thought for 5 seconds. 4 searches and 22 sources. So here are some notable publicly listed companies, both U.S. and international, with exposure to tungsten through mining, development, refining, or specialty materials production. Again, and let me just remind you that anything and everything being said in this stream is strictly in my opinion. This is for educational, research, and entertainment purposes. None of this is financial advice. Do your own DD, do your own research. And just know that ChatGPT can make mistakes. All right, sometimes I would have to correct ChatGPT in terms of responding and giving out inaccurate information. I have to put manually the correct information so it can actually know from a human standpoint what ChatGPT is wrong about. I mean, like, I gotta do this? Why do I need to do this? I thought AI was smarter, but you know what I mean? But anyway, so it's a company called ATI. Now, if I search it, it might not be there. Let's see, maybe it's this. Whoa. Okay. Wow. We'll take a look at that. Jesus. Oh my God. What? This thing was a at a low of $4.95 back in the week of March 23rd of 2020. $4.95, and went as high as $91.74 today. Talk about a growth stock. This definitely seen a crap ton of growth for sure. Wow, look at that. Oh shoot, even here too? Damn. How long has this company been around? $2.10 back in March of 2003. But how would I know if I was still in middle school? I wasn't investing in that time. But that is a lot, dude. That is. Look at this from 39.23 in April, the week of April 7th of this year. 39.23 to 91.74. That in itself was a over 125%. So ATI, which is a leading U.S. specialty metals producer, ATI manufactures tungsten-based materials, powders, alloys, and components serving aerospace and defense customers. Wow. Look at that. So, serving the aerospace and defense customers. That's big. That's a big deal. Look at this. Here's the second one. Now, oh. Wait, hold on. Okay, so American Tungsten Corporation, CSE ticker TUNG. Oh, that's a Canadian exchange. TUNG. Tongue. Canada. That would have been a nice ticker symbol for the New York Stock Exchange. Tongue. Can I get some tongue? Let me give you some tongue. Tongue. Let's see. DEMRF. That's the ticker for the OTC. Oh, here it is. Oh, they do have an OTC stock. American Tungsten Corporation. Yo. Did we actually find a gem? Or okay. Look at the weekly on this chart. This thing is 50 cents. 50 cents. This was once worth around $1.65 and a low of 34 cents. Actually, recently that was that's around the end of June at 34 cents. What's the ticker on American Tongue? This is OTC. Yeah, I could swing it. I'm about to get out of Weeble, man. I'm about to go to Fidelity. Do you use Fidelity, Eric? Oh, you can trade on. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, that definitely does. Oh, you use Schwab? Okay. I was wondering. Because I do have Schwab too, but I just I only have like 3 shares of Finger in my Schwab. So sad. DMRF. Okay. Damn, what the hell? I'm looking at the chart right now. Not for nothing. I mean, this looks good. That would have definitely been a nice swing if I would have gotten it at 34 cents. This went as high as 56 cents. When was this? What? I can't even tell what date this is. Shoot. I think they changed the app. I don't know how I feel about that. Damn it. You have all your AMC and Fidelity. It led to my infidelity. What the hell? Very clever. Look, yo, the 4 hour chart on American Tungsten. I mean, this could be something interesting. I mean, it already had a 920 EMA cross, a bullish crossover. So you know what? This could definitely be an interesting swing, in my opinion. 55 cents, somewhere around 70 cents. We'll go back. Going back to $1. I'm gonna save this actually. Let's see if I go to precious metals real quick. Should I add it through here? Maybe I should add it here. Yeah, I'm gonna add it in there. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna add it here too. Screw it. And this too. Yep. All right, so I guess we have a legit OTC stock that we're gonna keep an eye on, since we've been talking about tungsten for a while. That's a lot of tongue. Let's see, third one is Guardian Metal Resources PLC. It's under OTC as well. GMTLF. GMTLF. Wow. Look at that, dude. This has seen... Wow, this has seen a lot more growth too. No way. Really? I'm gonna add this too. Bro, not financial advice. And this was listed here back in let's see, it looks like somewhere around October 2023. This was a this started as 10 cents. And it climbed all the way to as high as 95 cents. Wow. Damn, we kind of missed out on that one there. Look at the daily chart real quick. It looks like it's just gonna be uptrending here for a while. Actually, you know what? Maybe it might cool off a bit. There is a daily gap. There's a daily gap right here. That's somewhere around 66 cents. Damn, I didn't even know that, man. This sucks. It sounds like GILF. The hell? GILF. What else? So Gunmetal focused on critical metal exploration. Guardian is developing the Pilot Mountain Tungsten project in Nevada, which could become the largest undeveloped tungsten deposit in the U.S. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right. At 80 cents. 88 cents on the close. What about the weekly? Let's see. Wow. This is a market cap of $122.71 million. And the shares float. The shares float on this ticker, on this stock, is only 52.80 million shares. American Tungsten has a market cap of only $12.99 million. Shares float even a lot smaller at 24.94 million shares. So tempting. Why is this so tempting? $140. One of these days. GMTLF and DEMRF. So GMTLF and DEMRF. NFA. And what else? Okay, Canadian stocks with strong U.S. tungsten ties. Number 4, Almonte Industries. The Toronto Stock Exchange is ticker symbol ALL. OTC, excuse me, ALMTF. Let me see, MLTF. Does not exist. Yeah, that does not exist. All right, so that's out of the question. That is ours. That's not just mine, man. That's not just mine, hermano. This is ours. We sharing this, man. Oh, I've never been in a carnival cruise, but as long as it's not ratchet, because I heard stories. And I wouldn't even want to jump in the pool either. But I would definitely like to. I would like to take a cruise for sure. Let me see. A pure play tungsten miner operating globally, including the Sangdong mine in South Korea, backed by U.S. offtake deals with Plan C Global Tungsten and Powders. Oh, okay. International and other notables: Global Tungsten and Powders, U.S.-based processor and refiner of tungsten powders. Element 6, privately held, maker of tungsten carbide and super hard materials. Oh, from Reddit Insights? Oh, shoot. Even if I upgrade you to the Queen Suite. Dude. I love me a King Suite. One day. We should all be living the royal life. Yo, look at this. What is this? So, from Reddit Insights, quote, American Tungsten Ltd. This is DEMRF. Developing Idaho's IMA mine, fully permitted and ready to go. Insiders own 70%. Say word. Is that a fact? Did you hear this? This is just speculation, but yeah, insiders owning 70% of this company. And then Almonte Industries have been mining tungsten exclusively, considered a junior but have experience running a production mine. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share this. I'm gonna share this article on. I'm gonna share this on the Precious Metals chat on Discord right now. And once again, this is for research purposes and it's not financial advice. Do your own research. Here we go, sending it right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and send in the weekly charts. The weekly charts, or maybe the daily. I should probably do the daily. Or the weekly. I don't know. Actually, no, let me do this first. Daily, monthly. She's a monthly instead. Do this. And then DMRF. I'll do the weekly. I'll do the daily. I'll probably do the daily. Okay, there you go. Mama, 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 where? Mama, mama, where? Mama, 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 where? Mama, 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 where? Mama. What am I saying? Let's see. Let's see. I think seasick is the least of your worries. Them cruises are ratchet. You deserve Norwegian. Zully, yeah, I just can't bring myself onto a cruise. Yeah, okay, maybe Alaskan or Mediterranean. If it's Alaskan, maybe the Alaskan air will cure your sickness. And then have a glass of wine on top of that. It will ease you into I don't know, man. If you have 2 wines, maybe, maybe that will help your seasickness. Bitcoin is trying to recover here. Interesting. Silver is suppressed at the moment. The dollar index is still consolidating somehow. Kind of actually trying to drop again. SPY is still ranging even after that big fall that happened. Huh. Japanese markets are up. Chinese markets are up. Oil is down. Well, actually, I think it's trying to make its way up a little bit there to $67 a barrel. HOSA is somehow bottoming, I think, on the 5-minute. Indo has fallen just a little bit at $3, from $3 to now $2.82. I still think Indonesia has potential, especially if you get in at the right moment, at the right time. And when oil decides to explode one more time, I think then it will probably be time for some action. Not financial advice. It's almost oversold. I mean, it still has a long ways to go on the RSI to be declared oversold, and then from there bottom out potentially. IMPP stayed stood break even. But yeah, damn, it's 1 o'clock in the morning already. Shit. Oh wait, me? What? What happened? I just realized it's 1 o'clock in the morning over here. Bean rice burrito at this time? Holy cow. Sheesh. Let me find out. Oh, shoot. Oh, me duele la barriga. Ay. Ay, me duele la barriga. Ay, ay, ay. Estoy comiendo ese bean burrito. No puedo con el estómago. Me lo siento mucho. En el culito. Bro, what the frick? Yo, Fishy, where's Fishy at? Bro, look at Mets. Look at METC. Oh my god, this thing is still moving up. Are you kidding me right now? Yo, METC is... Yo, shout out to Fishy, man, because for real, look at this. He mentioned this as it was like dropping down and then coming back up from like $10. Or was it, I think it was like $9.80. Dude, this is almost, this thing was at $22.75 on the high today. No, it didn't even get in, bro. Oh my god, call options would have printed. Damn, man. Damn, man. What a great trade, man. Fishy be finding the gems, man. He be finding the gems. Gems. Oh yes, the gems. The jamons. The jamontates. Yes. What else? God. Oh, G-Bucks had done a big pop? I didn't even realize that. G-Bucks looks like what, another breakout here? MP Materials, I'm surprised, but look at the hour. This is the hourly on MP Materials. God. From 30 to 62.86 in 6 days. Imagine this in calls. We would have definitely been in that carnival, well, not carnival, Norwegian cruise with MP Materials. And on top of that, man, come on, look at this, man. This was at $19 back at the end of May. Better yet, this was 15, almost $16 back in January, New Year's. Then before that, it was at a low of $10 back in August 5th of 2024. And you have earnings coming up on July 31st for MP. Let's see how that goes. And then USAR, US Rare Earths. US Rare Earth was with a big pop. Closed at 31.14%. Bro. It was at like $10.50 on Monday, and this went as high as $15.84. UUUU was up 10.70% and made a new 52-week high at $7.80. Wow. Mind you, back in July 9th, this was at $5.60. Ugh. Wolf. Speaking of Wolf. Whoa. Let me take a look at Wolf real quick. What is Wolf doing? Wolf. Why do I have a feeling that Wolf? I don't know. I might be just out of my mind. So I might be crazy. But why do I have a feeling that Wolf could make another run for it? Not financial advice. Let me look at the options. Jeez, there's a massive amount of volume here. And open interest for the $2 strike calls expiring this Friday. Let me look at the other ones here. Yeah, there's a lot of concentration on the $2 calls. August 15. Damn. There's still a lot of volume for the $5 strike calls. Wow. Oh, shoot. So it seems like the volume in the total volume of calls for Wolf was 34.53 thousand, beating the total amount of volume for puts at 27.65 thousand. So there was a lot more on the call side. And the most highly concentrated was the $1.50 puts at 12.08K, and then the most highly concentrated in volume in calls is the $2 strike at 11.94K. Let me go ahead and check real quick before I get off here, because it is getting late. Just FYI. And we can always come back later tomorrow. I mean today. My voice is getting groggy, so you already know I'm getting tired. So let me go ahead and find out what we got going on here, because it did reach a high of $3.33 the last time it actually came up. And what's surprising to me, now I'm not so sure, but the way that this is actually looking like on a daily, it's looking like the 9 EMA is actually holding up and looking for a leg up to push the stock up, even past $2 a share, and probably coming back up to retest the resistance at somewhere around 250. Maybe going for another swing, who knows? But this looks like it's holding up pretty well, in my opinion. That's the daily chart, by the way. On the 4-hour chart, it does look like it's looking for a 920 bullish crossover. Once that happens and the signal comes out, this could potentially go for another breakout. But I'm going to go ahead and find out how it looks like for Wolf on the Fintel data. And it seems like, let's see. All right, so there's still 73,099,194 shares short, and the short interest ratio is at 1.39 days to cover. The short interest percentage float, on the other hand, is at a whopping 47.39%. That is steamy. Now, the short shares availability, which shows the number of shares of Wolf available to be shorted at a leading prime broker, is not the total number of shares available to short, nor is it the short interest. It does not include data from other brokers or data or dark pools. It's just a small sample, and it's useful to for tracking the rise and fall in demand for shares throughout the day and weeks. It says here it should not be treated as an absolute number of shares that are available to short in the market. So they usually update their database every 30 minutes, but only display changes in order to improve readability. So as of 7 minutes ago, it has been reported that they have 400,000 short shares available to lend to short, and the cost to borrow, is higher than the minimum of yesterday at 90.60%. It was at a max at 101.11%, but the latest right now, as of tomorrow or today, will be at 92.35% cost to borrow fees. And what if it starts to spike up once again, hitting triple digits, and shoot, if it can hit back to 459, 500%, oof, can't imagine that. Failures to deliver. Finger looking good. Let me look at Chart Exchange real quick. Maybe it might show something different. .35%. It's not so bad. Failures to deliver. Oh shoot. Yo, what? Okay, so as of today, the amount of failures to deliver is at 184,983 shares. Trading volume 12.9 million. Price at $1.43. But look at this though. This is what really, you know what? Gosh darn it. Let me take a look at this. I'm gonna do this, and then afterwards I'm gonna call it a night. Wolf. Let me look for Wolf again. Failure to delivers. Wolf stock Wolf update. Let's see what it says. Oh shoot, okay. So listen to this. Skynet intact. So it says here you've uncovered some critical developments with Wolf as of July 16, 2025 that suggests an elevated short squeeze risk and potentially one of the most asymmetric trades on the market right now. Wow, I'm surprised it actually said that. Updated breakdown of Wolf short squeeze metrics as of July 16, 2025. Fails to deliver explosion. You have here as of June 27th, 8.2 million shares fails to deliver. That is a 4.7 million change. Volume 80.6 million. Price 41 cents. So, key takeaways: you're seeing systemic fails to deliver abuse. Remember, this is all speculation, just in my opinion, and ChatGPT can make mistakes. So this is for research purposes. So again, you are seeing systemic FTD abuse, likely linked to naked short selling or failed locate obligations. The notional value of unsettled trades is more than $3 million per day on multiple occasions, which is unsustainable. This places Wolf on the radar for potential Reg Show Rule 203(b)(3) violation closeout rule. So what does that mean? So Regulation Show Rule 203(b)(3) primarily addresses the issue of persistent failures to deliver securities in the context of short selling, specifically targeting quote-unquote threshold securities. Violations occur when participants of a registered clearing agency fail to close out, fail to deliver positions in threshold securities within the specified time frame. Specifically 13 consecutive settlement days. God dang. So what is Rule 203(b)(3)? It's a part of Regulation Show that focuses on closing out short sale positions where the seller fails to deliver the securities by the settlement date. It primarily applies to threshold securities, which are those with large and persistent failures to deliver. Number two, what are threshold securities? These are equity securities identified as having a high number of fail to deliver positions over a certain period, specifically usually 5 consecutive settlement days. And the SEC publishes a list of threshold securities, also known as the Regulation Show Threshold Security List. So then you have the borrow fee, cost to borrow breakdown. So the latest, you have 92.35% cost to borrow fee with only 400,000 shares available to lend and a rebate of negative 88.02%. The peak, July 15th, at 101.11% cost to borrow fees with 1.1 million shares available with a rebate rate of negative 96.78%. The key takeaways: this sky-high cost to borrow rate, previously over 450%, as you shared earlier, confirms the desperation to locate shares and rising brokerage loan risk and potential forced buy-ins. Not financial advice. This is what ChatGPT is saying right now, based on the data and the information that I just fed to it. Now it's trending down slightly, but remains volatile. Still in the red zone look at that. Still in the red zone for a squeeze setup. So the summary of the setup. The metric, you have the short percentage of the float at 49.5%, which is ultra high, which could result in a major squeeze risk. The borrow rate from 92 to 101%, which is extremely elevated, which equals a prime setup. Fails to deliver 8.2 million plus, which is an SEC violation territory. Short availability, often zero or very low. Likely broker constraints. And stock price at $1.09. No, I mean it's at $1.55. But either way, a micro cap danger zone plus high beta. So this is, in speculation, and what ChatGPT is saying, this is a textbook example of a coiled spring setup, very, very similar to pre-MOAS conditions for names like GME or BBBY when they were heavily naked shorted. So what happens next? So we've talked about this before in the past, maybe about more than a week or so ago. So you have the CHIPS Act grant and fab update, which is indeed a high impact for Wolf, and it's a really big deal. I got you, Eric. You taking that peyote break? Got it. And it says here that Wolfspeed is a top U.S. silicon carbide chip player. They are seeking federal funding to expand fabs. And any confirmation of CHIPS Act award or loan disbursement could ignite a short cover rally. Now, the unexpected positive catalyst here is that you have institutional buy or insider filing. Retail driven breakout past key resistance of over 150 to 180, which indeed we are seeing that Wolf has broken over 150 and closed at 155. On Webull is showing that it's at 153, still holding up and right above that 200 MA on the 5-minute chart. On top of that, analyst upgrade or partnership, for example, either auto, EV, or power electronics. So the tactical game plan, this is, again, we don't have to follow this, but this could play a role in theory of what could happen if this were to take place and come to fruition, especially with these catalysts, and especially if they can get that funding, that federal funding, that CHIPS Act grant. And what that could mean is, since we're already seen above 150, from 150 to 180 a share, Wolf is looking for a breakout confirmation around that range and would be above the VWAP clusters, which would equal to the gamma ramp. Now ChatGPT is stating here that the first squeeze target is somewhere between $2.50 and $3, which would cover margin calls and the first FOMO wave. And then squeeze target number 2 would be above $5 a share if CHIPS Act news comes out, or insider buy triggers. That means if a beluga like Eric comes in and drops in, I don't know, 500K onto Wolf and buys almost half the float, and as an example, and that could, you know, trigger some type of volatility, which would scare off the shorts and have them forced to cover because they probably think that it's going to go crazy and squeeze. So from what ChatGPT is saying, all right, again, I'm just taking it with a grain of salt. I'm just saying, not financial advice. It's saying that this may be one of the most explosive setups in the entire market, and that you're ahead of the crowd. Adrian in the chat right now. What is going on, Adrian? Let me know. I still can't believe I'm awake. I should be getting ready to go to bed. But I'm out here doing this. I'm here trying to figure this out right now and seeing what the situation may look like for Wolf. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. No. I want to know. No. But yo, Fishy. Where's Fishy at, man? Because I have to let him know about METC. And Adrian, what was that one? Wait a minute, there was another one too. Was it CTM? Yes. Holy freaking shitballs. CTM Castellum closed at 8.66%. Let him know that. Adrian, let him know that. This thing is oh my god, I just can't believe it, dude. Another banger. Another gem potentially in the making. Cuz look what we showed y'all. Look what we were sharing together. The monthly chart for CTM, remember? Look at this. Look at You're kidding me right now. You kidding me right now? Do you want me to look back? Do you want me to look back? Let me look back. Where is it? Wait, was it this? No, that wasn't this. No, it wasn't this. Which one was it? Wait, hold on. Wait. Was it this one? Or was it this one? I can't remember. Oh my god, which one was it? Oh my god. So it must be this one. Hold on. That bull flag, right? Hold on. Oh, BT. Oh, he was talking about BT 6 days ago. I gotta look at that. Oh, here. There goes Archer. There goes Archer in that bull pennant on the 4 hour. Damn, which one was it? When did we talk about CTM? You guys remember? Yeah, so it wasn't that? Hold on. Unless Let me see. No. This just happened. Oh my god, why am I lost? Yesterday, right? Yeah, I'm bugging out. I'm tired. What the hell, man? No, not this one. Yesterday, so where did it go? Oh, it was private. No. Okay, I think it was when I was making fun, when I was talking about that train, right? Let's see, where is it? Okay, it was this one. It was this one. Here we go. The monthly looks like look at this. Look at the way the monthly looks like here. Oh yeah. Oh my god, the monthly. Oh yeah. This is where they IPO'd here back in January. Down pretty hard till it reached a low of 12 cents back in the month of August 2024. Okay. Yes, it was definitely there. So that monthly candle is pushing up. It's looking to break above that last monthly candle, that wick at the top of $1.44. Castellum, CTM. It's gotta do it. It's gotta do it. Wait, why don't I have the thing up here? Where's my bull flag? Then what happened? I'm tripping. I am tripping. All right, let's just say this is it right here, and it looks like it's. I'd say $2. $2 is the price target. Is my hypothetical. Well, that's the goal price target. It has to be $2 a share. No. There you go. Damn. See how it looks like on the daily, bro. Yeah, look. Shoot. Got yourself a nice breakout out of the pennant, technically. And it has to reach 150 tomorrow if it continues to push even higher. Then it will be very, very nice. Very nice. For sure. Bro, look at that. You had USAR up 31.14%. You had MP Materials closing 20%. Look how high this thing was, man. This hit $62.86. Something is happening with MP Materials. And then METC hitting a new 52-week high of $22.75. Actually, $22.77, technically. And ever since Fishy mentioned it, nasty upside. If it would have been able to swing calls, oh my god. And look, this move from July 1st, that is 125% move in 14 days. Think about the call contracts for these. Think about the calls, man. God. And remember OSS, One Stop Systems? That closed up $10.40. No, that closed up 10.45%. So even OSS Fishy had called out before. Dude. This thing was at $1.85 on April 8th. And it's making new highs. It's making new 52-week highs. Look at that, man. You kidding me? Look at the daily. Look at that daily, dude. It's already overbought. Measuring this from April 8th. And this stock is now up almost 200% in 98 days. So OSS. Oof. God. Yo, Adrian got the gems, man. I'm telling you. And look at this. One Stop Systems had news breaking here 13 hours ago. One Stop Systems shares rise on a $3.9 million $3.99 million military contracts. Shares of One Stop Systems surged Tuesday after the company said it received awards worth $3.9 million from a U.S. defense contractor. The stock of the Escondido, California-based computing company was up 9.2% to $5.54, and it has more than doubled over the past 12 months. The company said it will deliver data storage units to support operations on the P-8A Poseidon reconnaissance aircraft, manufactured by Boeing and used by the U.S. Navy for anti-submarine warfare and surveillance. The data storage units allow for the aircraft sensors to capture and transfer data. One Stop Systems expects the majority of the revenue from the awards to come into the second half of 2025. That is bullish. Welcome back, Eric. So that was another banger there, man. Rocket Labs is not even $50 yet, but it did hit another 52-week high of $45.48. That is insane. You're talking about when the stock was at $14.69 on April 7th. And mind you, a lot of stocks were down all the way at the bottom on April 7th. But look at this comeback. Over 200% in 99 days. That is insane. You know how many cruises? No, screw the cruise. You know, like, how big of a super yacht you could have owned? And we're talking about a company like, heck, last year in April was worth $3 a share. Now trying to reach as high as $50. That is insanity. Fishy deserves all the lap dances he can get for throwing all these gems. And look at this, 10 hours ago, Rocket Lab soars 8% as launch wins and Europe deal keeps the momentum going. That's unbelievable. Fishy is the fishy goat. Like, who would have thought? But man. Anyways, it's unfortunate for me. I really don't want to go, but I have to because I need to sleep for work and I need to get up in less than 7 hours. So let's go ahead and call it a night. But other than that, oh my god, I mean, just thinking about all the stocks that we have talked about during the past year and a half, and gosh, like so many gems being thrown left and right. So I can't thank you guys enough for all the information, all of what we do here, and sharing, you know, all these potential plays. How wonderful that is if, you know, a lot more people can be here to experience this and to be able to share information that could potentially help them out. But yeah, you guys be easy. Take care. You can hear my voice. It's a bit tired there. I'm not trying to talk as loud too because, you know, mama's asleep. But gentlemen, yes, best of luck to you tomorrow. Remember PPI data. We still have PPI data to come out at 8:30 in the morning Eastern time, so we have to see what that's all about, and other stuff that's on for this week. So good luck to you guys and whatever you get in. And also review the information that I had posted on the Precious Metals chat on Discord. So I have the link right here of the conversation with ChatGPT, titled U.S. Tungsten Mining Update. And plus we have some screenshots here of these charts of these OTC stocks. I don't know if you guys play OTC. If you do, maybe this is something to look into. And that's based off your decision. And other information too as well. And may I leave with, well, may I end it in, wait, let me show you, because I wasn't even showing that part. But yeah, here's the Discord, and then it's under the Precious Metals chat. You got the screenshots here of these two OTC stocks, and all the information in the conversation here linked in the chat. And then I'm sorry, I just had to do this again. Oh yeah. Get Railtown, load up on Railtown. It's gonna feel like this. Oh, yeah, nice and big and ripe. And but yeah, man, thank you, and for being a part of this. And again, shout out to you, Eric, for all the support. Thank you for the $10 super chat, for the contributions. He's kissing that pepino real good. And yeah, I'm sorry, but he deserves it for calling me an idiot. But I still wish him the best, and hopefully that double top does not occur for Railtown, or else he will get railed. Eggplants on the chat. Yes, sir. Eggplants in the chat. Oh, you know what? Close my eyes close my eyes and don't forget. Oh, don't forget how it felt to kiss that eggplant. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. You just reminded me. You just reminded me. All right, let me just transition back. So I did so NFA. I did take a position on my SoFi account because apparently I still have my bank account linked to my DoorDash account. So whatever whatever they pay me in a different whatever they pay me, I guess the difference or whatever I'd done that week, I just put it into Ulti and I'll buy like a few shares. And currently I have 4 shares, so I'll just be stacking every week. And then eventually I'm going to be moving to Fidelity. Right now I can't really trust Webull right now for what it did to me yesterday and last week. I think that was ridiculous and really sus. But yeah, I'm gonna be starting Fidelity. Not financial advice. It's just what I'm doing, and I'm just gonna continue to stack. But a majority of my position, yeah, it's gonna be in Fidelity, and I'm gonna start doing it from there. Yeah, we do have Misty back down from 22.75, closed at 22.40. Last payout was at $1.23 per share. And then Ulti was July 10th at just barely at 10 cents per share. But it's definitely, I mean, look how flat it is. It's just been flat and just staying around the same amount. Actually, it's actually been climbing up here, or no, it's been up and down. Okay, maybe it might be moving back to 10 cents. But yeah, I'd say just keep stacking. There might be other combinations that you could do. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share. And huh? Fiat? Oh, Fiat is good. Let me see. Let me just check real quick. I think I got it. I think I have that on the list. FIAT. Oh, this is short. Really? Short. Okay. Damn, that's $3.09. It is actually short Coinbase. Short Coinbase options income strategy. And this thing has dropped all the way from $21, $23 actually when it first got listed. But now it's at $3. Oh my god. But it's way oversold right now on the daily. Yeah, screw it. Let's short Coinbase. Damn. All right, we'll. I mean, it is good leverage for sure, and a good hedging strategy. Because in case if let's say if you load it up now, $3. Market starts, I don't know, turning the other way. Bitcoin starts to head back down from all-time highs. And I think once Bitcoin starts to head back down, I think Coinbase also does too, right? I think that's what happens. Is that what happens? Do I even have Coinbase here? Oh, I do. Yeah. It's pretty much the same algorithm as Bitcoin on the weekly. So if anything were to happen to Bitcoin, it would drop back down, to 100,000 or lower than that. I don't know. But short Bitcoin ETF, yield max, fiat could definitely work in your favor. Yeah, it really is, man. Yeah, I feel like could indeed do that. And can we talk about the fact that Robinhood is literally like, dude, it actually reached a new all-time high of $101.89. I just found out right now. I didn't even know that that's what happened. That was as of Monday. Like, who would have thought that Robinhood would make I mean, that is hella crazy. And now Robinhood is a $87.84 billion market cap company. It's insanity. Well, I mean, it's technically TA wise, it's overbought on the daily, and definitely overbought on the weekly, and definitely overbought on the monthly. Wow, it has to come down at some point, honestly. And and then from what I'm seeing here, there's a small little gap somewhere around 44, 45 $45. Oh, there's another one here too. I didn't even see this. Yeah, let me show you real quick. I know I keep transitioning the screens, but here I found a gap down here. And I found one at $51. Another one from 43 to 44. Let me see if I can see another one right in between. I'll show you right now. Is that a gap? Let me see. That is one tiny ass gap. It could probably fit a little bit more right there. That looks like 68.50. Is this another one here? Let me see something here. No, that gap is filled. Never mind. Because you have this wick here, and it's actually blocking. It's blocking me right now. See? Can't block the gap anymore. Yeah, that's it. That's the only gaps I see so far. I mean, that's a long way down, honestly, unless earnings proves otherwise, and they have to make over $908.32 million in revenue by then. So I don't know. Maybe it might be a good time to, I don't know, maybe play some puts. It should be a good time to play some Robinhood puts, maybe. I don't know. Oh no, that was filled already. Damn, man. Okay, hold on. There might be some hourly gaps, but I don't see any. Oh wait. Okay, maybe I found one. I just found one. That's a big gap. It's an hourly gap. Somewhere between 83 and 85. 83 to 85 bucks. That's the hourly gap. And then the next gap won't be until the daily gap around 68 and change. Not financial advice. You said let it run. Oh, that's a possible gap down, yeah. Wait, does the 30-minute also have gaps? I'm trying to figure that out. Let me see. Doesn't. No, that gap is covered. Oh, but you can see here, even on the hourly. No, this is their 30-minute. 30-minute looks a little weak. It has a bearish crossover too. So there might be a potential. Maybe $100 is the cap. Cause look, I mean overall, there was many opportunities for it to break out. Here. It's like a triple top. And this is where it reached the all-time high here. 101.89. But so like I said, if it had a difficult time trying to break out from these levels, technically that would be considered the top. Technically. In maybe, actually might be. I don't know. What do you think, man? What do you think? Is this the same rectangle? No, it's not. But yeah, something like that. I want to say this would be considered the top. And then the 80 range, like you just mentioned, or 83. Heck, let me save this. Just in case. Put a target there, 97. Put this in the 5. Take this out. And then let me close this out because I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night after this. After I show you this. Come on, Wolf. Let's go to HUD real quick. HUD is actually trying to climb back up. Here it's showing on the 5-minute, $99.77. Let me look at the option statistics. And there's a Jesus, there's a whole bunch of total volume that closed at 247,000 in calls, 133.86 thousand in puts. There's a big concentration, huge, literally huge concentration of volume in calls 45.95 thousand in the $100 strike calls. Mm. Oh, order flows right here. Oh shoot, the outflow actually beat the inflow. So the outflow was at 1371.39. Inflow was 1145.01. Okay. So let's see what the options say here. Okay, so I guess it's just more volume and calls for this this Friday's expiration. Damn, those are expensive as hell too. Jesus. $85 strike calls for August 15. $80 calls. No, $80 puts. $80 strike puts for. I don't know. Those would be interesting though. Okay. All right. Hoodie ETF, yes. That would make sense. Pretty much yeah, y'all can pretty much capitalize on that for sure. For real. Oh my god, it's 2:11 in the morning. Okay, I got to go. All right, guys. We'll talk more about this later on. Again, thank you. Shout out to you, Eric, Fishy, Adrian, Zelly. Yeah, whatever happens to everybody else. Oh, and TP. Shout out to Matt, Goob, or Moisley. And, yeah. So, good. Shout out to everybody. Good luck. Take care. Be safe. Sleep well. Have a great night. Again, as always. Oh, he did come in hot. he came in hot like dice is in a casino at a blackjack table. But yeah, shout out to him too as well. Yeah, he did. He actually won recently. I think it was yesterday. I have yet to see him win a grand jackpot on a slot machine. And when he does, he better share a picture on Discord. But yeah. So, again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here in the Lion's Den with yours truly, LionOfAllTradez. And we'll see you in the next stream. Take care of yourselves and have a good night. Much love. And peace out. Oh yeah. Bean burritos.